I mean, do you think that your response to the cold-blooded murder of Charlie Kirk has been appropriate?
Yes. I think that the only way this country moves forward into a better world is when conservatives can finally realize that they need to turn the temperature down on their side. We are 10 years into whatever this Trump madness is, and there is not a single mainstream conservative that will call for a lowering of the temperature on their side. I think that liberals need to wake up and finally realize that if they're not willing to do it, it will never come down. If you wanted Charlie Kirk to be alive, Donald Trump shouldn't have been president for the second term. Every time he's in office, this happens. People joked about when Biden came in, it was so boring, nothing was going on. 7 out of 10 of the largest protests in American history have happened under Donald Trump. All of the recent political violence that's happened in this country over the past 20 years, the majority of it, the overwhelming majority of it, everybody gets mad because they keep asking Grok about it, has been conservative.
Who shot Charlie Kirk?
A guy from Utah who was raised in a Christian family, who was a 22-year-old
white
dude.
Described.
He wasn't trans. He didn't have a trans girlfriend. He didn't have any trans influences. He didn't have any trans bullets. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys were wrong on all of that.
To be clear, the governor of Utah, Spencer Cox, has made it clear that their investigation has now established that he had been radicalized by a leftist ideology, which drove him to do this. That's just
I'm sorry, excuse me, when?
Yesterday, you said that.
No. When was he radicalized? In the 6 months that he did remote college?
I don't know when he was radicalized, but I do know.
What you just said
I do know the very reasonable sounding
true.
governor of Utah has made it clear that the you may not want to hear this.
An ongoing investigation.
You may not want to hear it, Destiny. But the reality is, the investigators, according to the governor of Utah, have established that he was radicalized to a leftist ideology that drove him to murder Charlie Kirk. Now, let me just ask you.
That's just not true.
Let me just ask you.
There's no way to deal with it.
Okay,
you're living in a
accusing the governor of lying.
Yeah.
That's your prerogative. But
sure.
If it turns out to have been somebody with a leftist ideology who wanted to shut up Charlie Kirk, would you condemn that?
I won't condemn anything until the president of the United States can go on air and say, all of us need to calm down.
So you won't condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk until Donald Trump says something.
I'm a YouTuber. Leftists and Democrats have been condemning and turning down the temperature, condemning violence, turning down the temperature for a decade. Donald Trump can't go on TV and say, all of us need to calm down.
So for anyone who didn't hear this degenerate gremlin and what he said, he basically said that if Donald Trump wasn't president, then, you know, the tolerant and inclusive community wouldn't have murdered Charlie Kirk. That's essentially what he was saying. He basically just said, if you did what we wanted you to do and voted the people we wanted you to vote in, then we wouldn't kill the people that disagree with us. If that doesn't scream crazy to you, I don't know what does. And then on top of him saying that's stupidity, he also goes on to say more stupid things by saying that the guy that killed Charlie Kirk wasn't influenced by the ABCD community, when all the information shows us that he was. He came from an apparently good family, went into the college system, and then got indoctrinated to believe in the ABCD community's ideology, which is, you know, love, inclusivity, which includes you killing other people who disagree with you. That's the loving and inclusivity that they talk about. Hilariously enough, a few days later, after this degenerate went on to say all of these stupid things, his YouTube channel got demonetized. What an idiot. Yeah, no offense, but if it's the case that I have to pay more for extra luggage, I think you should have to pay more for extra luggage.
This is what misgendering looks like. I want to show you the power of giving or withholding an aspect of someone's identity from them.
Being a pretty girl who stinks is so funny because I'll be going out, right? And dudes will come up to talk to me and then they just walk away. They don't even get to the first line. They just walk away.
Yeah, I was really trying to figure out where the pretty girl was. You making yourself a disgusting human inside and outside is not doing anything, and it's not doing what you thought it was doing. Before we get back into the video, if you guys have enjoyed the video thus far, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hit the bell so that you're notified when a video comes out, and let us get back into the video.
I just got stood up for a date, and I'm not heartbroken. I'm disappointed because, you know, I'm really happy with how my look came together today. And it was going to be my first date, since transitioning. We were going to go get ice cream and stuff, but
You're disappointed that a straight man didn't want to date another man. Wow, what a surprise.
I see so many people that look like you call me like a fascist Nazi. Do you see it?
I do feel like people like me don't like pushback, and you are pushback. But
I am pushback, and I'm numbers and responsibility.
But sometimes I don't know where you land on.
It's because I don't land on like a direction. I'm an issue to issue person, you know? It's like I don't give a f- what anyone does in their personal life, you know?
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't negatively impact everyone else.
I feel like if you don't like say it like at every episode, like I'm so
Which
liberal.
is so silly.
Yeah.
Which by the way, I'm probably not so liberal. I'm probably not so conservative. I'm per issue, but I just see so many people like look like you that, well, especially on Reddit specifically, but that's no surprise. Or TikTok, I was like, Caleb's a fascist, and I'm like, oh, this is an interesting ideology.
I feel like it takes away from the real fascists, calling
Yeah.
everyone a fascist.
Also, no one knows
And there
even
are
what
real
fascist
fascists.
is, so for what it's worth, because I don't think anyone's calling for state control of the economy with a little bit of private sector in there, but taking people away from running the jobs and putting people in there that are loyal to the current head of the government. I don't think anyone's advocating for that real fascism, but either way. Okay.
The look says it all. They just call everybody that literally disagrees with them Nazis, homophobic, misogynistic. If you just disagree with them slightly, they will label you these things. And you know what's hilarious about it, but not hilarious about this, is they're now beginning to kill you for these things. And I laugh and I smile about the situation, but that's what we've come to. They're literally killing people for disagreeing with them. They want to force people to agree with them, and if you don't agree with them, they're gonna kill you.
I do not mean this to be condescending, but we are really noticing now, especially in the wake of Charlie Kirk's death, how profoundly uneducated most people are when it comes to white supremacy and Nazism. You see only the surface level, and that allows you to go, oh, it's not that extreme. It's a trap door. You stand here and go, oh, well, he just doesn't like immigrants. All of a sudden, you two are promoting the Great Replacement Theory. And you think, oh, the Great Replacement Theory is just that there are too many immigrants replacing Americans. That's not what it is. That is the top of the trapdoor to make you think it's okay, to make you think it's normal, to make you think it's rational. Great Replacement Theory is based in white supremacist, fake pseudoscience, the idea that there is a supreme white race and that all other races, including Jews, who they think are their own race, we are here to dilute the perfect Aryan blood. And Jews, who have their fingers in all the pots because we control the world, are making this happen. And they're specifically sending these people of color to America to replace the white race. And not just in the sense of peoplehood, but also in politics. They're saying that we're sending the Democrats to undermine the correct white political belief. And a lot of you are saying, oh, well, it's not that deep. Yeah, you wouldn't know how deep it is because you can't swim. You're hanging out in the shallow end because you simply can't paddle out far enough to see how deep it is.
Yeah, this is really getting out of hand, and it's hurting my head, the amount of these white liberal women that keep coming out and saying it's white supremacy and Nazism and everything that disagrees with me, I'm just gonna label it some sort of stupid label. Everybody's getting tired of your nonsense, which is why people are moving more and more away from your stupid ideology, because you people just make up things, and if people disagree with you, you end up resorting to violence. There is no way you're crying because men are sitting on a bus, while at the same time feminism has taught you all to fight for equality, and then when you get that equality, you're literally crying about it. Make it make sense.
In a small town in Tennessee, we have individuals that are being detained by ICE in restaurants, in work sites. I cannot believe that I am seeing this in my lifetime. The community is rattled to its core. I was on the phone last night with a Hispanic pastor. People are looking for family members. This is unbelievable. This is really unbelievable. And I want to speak directly to the people that are sitting at home and saying, well, they're in this country illegally and they need to get out. Because that's absolutely ridiculous. And the punishment does not fit the crime. I also want you to be really careful before you start using law as a measurement of morality. Because once upon a time, slavery was legal and segregation was legal. We are talking about things that are humane at this point, that are moral at this point. And the craziest thing about it is we are in the Bible Belt. We are the buckle of the Bible Belt. We are filled up with the biggest, brightest Christians that you have ever seen in your life. And you would think if any place would be able to shine light on things that are moral and humane, it would be here. But oh no. These are the individuals that are using scripture and have flipped it to actually fulfill this agenda. The vast majority of people that came to this country illegally did so for a better life. You know it, I know it, and so now we have to decide what we're going to do about it.
Yeah, well.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Between these two choices, who would you rather be stuck on an island with?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say number one.
Okay, why do you say that?
He just seems like he's very intelligent, very smart. He seems like he would know how to, like, make shelter, hunt for food, make sure you're surviving. Number two, he just looks like he's just gonna get in your pants the whole time.
Who do you think most people would pick?
Actually, I was gonna say number one, but maybe number two, only because, like, people really, they take looks as, like, their first consideration when they do see someone.
I would be stuck on the island with the first guy.
Okay, why would you say that?
He just looks a little more safe than the other guy, and the other guy has the Trump shirt, and I don't trust people with Trump shirts on. And the number one looks a lot nicer than number two.
I'll pick this guy because he got a cookie, though. I'm picking number two. But it depends if you want food or brains.
What? I'm saying number two.
Food or brains?
We're gonna pick food because we gotta survive.
Yeah, I do not believe anything that came out of these women's mouths. They're just making up things to make themselves look good. But we all know deep down in secret, they're going for the one that they said they're not going for.
Just so you know, also walking up to a woman's car, you should have pulled me over. You're lucky I didn't have my pepper spray on me because you scared the ever-living out of me as a woman.
If you weren't going through emails,
Sir,
you would probably be more observant.
I'm not trying to be. I'm telling you, as a woman, I'm actually shaking right now because you scared the ever-living shit out of me.
Well, I've made over 7,000 traffic stops, and I've never been pepper sprayed.
But I understand that, sir. But I'm telling you, as a woman, you made me feel unsafe.
Okay, I'm a public safety official, ma'am.
I understand that, but please listen to what I am saying because you're not listening because you're seeing this through the eyes of me trying to get out of a ticket, which I'm not.
Oh, you won't get out of it, yeah.
Sir,
I can assure you of that.
Sir, can I please finish my sentence?
Go ahead.
As a public employee, I am letting you know, as somebody who is a person who pays your salary. Sir, please.
No, I'm no longer going to listen to you. I'm no longer going to listen to you. I'm going to give you your driver's license back. What you are being cited with is texting while driving. I gave you a copy of the law. You're going to have three options.
Please have your badge.
Your first option, it's going to be right here, ma'am. It's K. Connor, badge 1300. It's at the bottom of your citation. No, ma'am. You will. All I have to do is provide it to you. It's on the bottom of your citation. So you're going to have three separate options. I won't give you your options then. I need your signature. Your signature is not an admission of guilt, but I do need your signature because it's an arrestable offense if you do not.
I can't believe that you won't even listen.
No, as soon as you said, I pay your salary, that we're done.
But, sir, I'm
done.
trying to tell you
so
that you can do your job better.
I've done my job 20 years, and I'm protecting the public from you reading your emails while you drive your car.
Well, that
drive safely now.
Do women have some sort of special privilege that police officers can't walk up to their car? If you've broken the law, I'm sure they can walk up to your car because of the fact that you've broken the law. We understand you're Karen and you want to make yourself out to be a victim because you're used to being a victim. But yeah, you made yourself look like a stupid idiot.
I'm a Black American who voted for Trump.
I'm sorry about that.
Why? I'm getting what I voted for.
No, I'm sorry. No, are you?
Mm-hmm.
You are?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, they're deporting criminals, people who shouldn't be in the country.
Criminals, honey.
If you come here illegally, you're a criminal.
I think you're just trying to be divisive right now, and I don't think that's really how you
just asked my opinion.
I know, I understand that, but I don't think that's really. I think I've actually seen you. Were you the lady that was like hit in the face by somebody else?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about that, by the way. I think that was terrible.
Thank you.
And disgusting. But I think that you were just doing this to sort of like ignite excitement, and I can't imagine that you would vote for that person who literally doesn't care about you.
He does.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
His actions say different.
If you are you a white multi-millionaire male? Then
no,
probably you're not. So he doesn't really care about you at the end of the day. Because
I mean, some of the biggest tax cuts during his first term, he's going to roll those out again.
No, girl.
I want to have children very soon, so he's doing this thing where you can have a baby bonus, encourage people to have more.
That's also not true. That's not true, honey. That's not real.
All right.
Well, that's really sad. Please, I'm sorry. I'm glad to give you all my information, but like I should have understood who you are. Anyway, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for you. And again, I know you.
Did you lose your job in the last week for speaking out against white supremacy and Charlie Kirk? Hi, I'm Kristen. I lost my job almost 2 years ago for speaking out against genocide. Welcome to the club. This is your orientation. First and foremost, I'm sorry that you are coming to this club. It sucks. It is not fun. People are going to throw pleasantries at you that are not helpful, and I will not be sugarcoating anything for you. The first thing that you need to know is that it is going to be next to impossible for you to find employment from now on. So, you need to file your unemployment right now if you haven't done so already. Then you need to keep up with it. And then do not opt into COBRA. Instead, join the ACA marketplace or whatever your state has in place for affordable health care. If you have the time or the means or the energy to do so, try to find a lawyer that will represent you either pro bono or they will take a sum from the settlement that you get if you were to win a case. Because like I said, it is going to be next to impossible for you to find an employment from now on. The next thing you need to do is brush up your resumes. And I said resumes because you're going to need more than one. There are different guides out there on the internet to try to help you get past all of the AI bots that all of these companies are using now. So try to use those and use them to your advantage. Try to network, but understand that most people either don't have the capacity, they don't know anything, they don't have enough connections, whatever it is, to try to help you find employment. And then you're going to need to find a way to make income, whether it's DoorDash, Uber, Instacart, OnlyFans, whatever it is, to make income. And it's going to suck to do all those side hustles and it's not going to be fun, but you're going to need to do it for survival. If you need to ask for mutual aid, do not be afraid to ask for help. There are people out there like me that post mutual aid posts as much as possible. When I think I might get views over on Instagram, I'll post them to my Instagram stories or sometimes to my Instagram feed because I don't have the disposable income to give money to people anymore, but I do have a social media platform. You are going to need to learn how to spend differently. If you are somebody that was used to having a disposable income where you could go out to eat regularly or get coffee or go do fun things, you're going to have to get used to the fact that you don't have the money to do that anymore. And you're going to need to use resources like your local library might have museum passes, which could get you into things for free. Go to free community festivals. Go find different social groups where people are doing things for free. Try to find friends that are understanding enough of the fact that you don't have a disposable income anymore and you need to save up as much money as possible because, again, you're going to be underemployed or unemployed for a long time. And the last thing that you need to decide, this is person to person, people are going to tell you to delete or scrub your social media. That's up to you. I decided not to do that. It is still punishing me to this day, but it is also the only way for me to have a voice as a disabled person, like have a voice safely as a disabled person. It's up to you to decide if you want to do that to try to find a stable income for you and your family if you have one. I hope this was at least a little bit helpful, and share this with a friend if they are also in the same boat. And again, I'm sorry we're in the same club.
You really said all of that just to let us all know that wow, you are stupid.